Welcome to Citizen Sleeper once again. As you may remember, we got scammed by Fang, and so now the hunter, or whatever the fuck it is, the guy who's coming after us, he's gonna be here next cycle, and I was thinking that maybe I should wait to use my pill after he beats us up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because I could use it now, but I feel like bro's gonna pull up and bro's gonna beat my ass. Then I'll need to use a stabilizer. That's my theory. If I'm wrong, will I lose 2 dice? Oh my god, look at those rolls. 555. Cynical bounty hunter. Hold it there, sleeper, comes a voice from behind you. Don't you run. He has a gun, bruh. Should I just run? Okay, let's stay still, because if he wanted to beat us up, I think he could just like lunge at us. Good, a hand pets your coat down. You know your master's voice even spins you around. He's wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket, and you immediately know he's terrible news. You got all the way out here and then stayed put? He laughed. A girl laughed. That's a sleeper thing. You're my first. You barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eyes off it. Yeah, if we run off, he just shoots us, no? He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring out from a belt loop. I'll take his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off of godforsaken moons. He splits the ring into 2 perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the ring around your wrists. Go easy. Bruh, like, I feel like if we do anything, he's gonna beat our ass up and fuck our life. But being in handcuffs, that's kind of GG. Because now he has, like, both things in his wrist, like in his hands, right? You see a chance the moment his eyes leave you to watch the rings. You spin, knocking him away, sprinting towards the corridor, down the corridor. I knew it. When the show rings out, echo of the metal so loud it hurts your ears. Pull smokes in the wall beside your head. You freeze, even close the gap. This is a very boring routine, trust me. I've seen it all before. He slips the ring over your trembling wrists. I knew it, bro. I should have just been like, yes, sir, don't shoot me. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home, he whistles, going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. In word style, can we? I don't see much in the way of assets in your possession. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to SNR right away. The tracker of yours makes this too quick. Was hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know, a running battle through the brine market maybe, a holdout in the low end. There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. You walk on in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. The SNR tracker will be the death of you. Yeah, I have an idea. Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about on the way back to the ship, we stop for a drink? I'm buying. He laughs at his own joke. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where you do the dramatic pause and then try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, Musifin, I've got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate systems, and we're heading for the exit. He pauses, and you trudge on in silence. Okay, here's the idea, starts Ethan. You and me make a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns you to face him. You run or leave or try to abandon the eye. I shoot you. You plot or scheme or you try to kill me. I shoot you, but... He smiles. You come meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles and pay my tab. I don't shoot you, he pauses. You don't pay my tab, here else handgun? You get the idea. I get it. Okay then, that sounds good. That sounds to me like a deal. He stretches. You know, I really thought I was going to have to kill you, but this is so much better. He clicks something at his belt and the ring is released from your wrists. I'm going to see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims the handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? Well, it's gonna keep us around until he's like, I'm bored of this. Alright, you're coming in. Which gives us the opportunity to do something, so. Okay, well, he didn't beat us up, and now I don't have enough health. Oh well. I tried my best. I was thinking I overthought. Can I reroll the dice? Oh! Big blunder, wow. Oh, good to know. Okay, we have a few things we can do. One is buy ship mines, but we don't really have those. Here we can sell some bullshit. And we can work on this. Or we can go is this where he is? You see Ethan at the distance shouting from the bar for more drinks. The spill isn't going to be small, is it? Can I not just ask this guy to kill his ass? Or whatever, let's do this. 100% positive. Spoke climber. Did we unlock anything? Yes. Midline Freight Hub. Spoke Transit Center. What is this? Steal a shipment? Oh, if we fuck up, we're cooked. So many shipments, what's one diverted package? You will have no idea what you are stealing, but that's part of the fun, right? And it's going to be picked up fast, even if you're careful. The systems can be full for long. Okay, so you can only do this like you can only do this like 3 times. This freight operator. Midline runs automated freights down from the 3 spokes. They need skilled operators, and you don't have to lift a single crate. Okay. I guess we wait for high rolls and we do the spoke climber thing. This is just pay stuff. Okay. The room. What did she want us to input? Yatagandata. Yes. Where's that agent? Oh, is there a wait. He needs a ship mind as well. Oh yeah, we could study the winter lights since we have like shit rolls. And also, I'm wondering, okay, look. We can't upgrade our character, but the next upgrade makes us get double data from nodes, from agent nodes. So if we get double data, we could give one here and then sell one to the Havage offices and make some money. So maybe I'll have to wait for this. Okay, until next cycle. Let's study the winter thing. Plus winter light plus scrap item. Oh, we got some scrap. Alright, well that was a shitty day. Havage exchange, let's sell the scrap, see what we get. Ord exchange, whoops. How much money? 12, yeah, that's not good. Let's eat. Because we do need to eat. Alright, and let's go sleep. We're gonna have more dice this time. Okay, these aren't the worst rolls, but they're definitely not that good either, so. Probably gonna try to use So this is a 5. Oh yeah, let's not do this. Hold on. I wanted to unlock more stuff here. Neutral is still bad. Ugh. Come on, come on, come on, please. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. Neutral. No, we didn't lose anything. What? Did we not lose some I think we lost a little bit of a condition. Let's see Fang. As your Fang comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back the way you came. Go where? To see Harden Hurst. He gives you a sideways glance. Is that what you are doing? Is it that what you are here for? No, bro, I'm here to remove my fucking tracker, you lying bitch. He steps into the passageway, guiding you down the ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. The data you ripped, well done by the way, he grins, tells me Harden is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Feng takes a sharp turn onto a dimly lit passage. Confront him, that's right, it's the perfect time. Feng slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the black, a water pipe drips. It's him, sleeper, the same Harden Hurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name and an entire trail of documentation, from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing, slipped into Havenge when it first broke off from the Union. He paces into the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't an instant, as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here, running the station one day, and the next, Erlin's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the Palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the costs higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the mistakes, the accidents were coming in non-stop, and as new waves of contractors came in. Desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them. Taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses, the whole time Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central systems, while the severed limb of a station still desperately trying to take all it could. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified and blame fell squarely on Solheim. People liked to tell stories about Erlin, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true, but my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in their MEV and welded it to the dock while my father joined the improvised crews trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Fang pauses in the dark. They sealed it up, though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black. Apart, Fang finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning from shits like Harden. Shits who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every step. Fang starts walking in. That's why I can't just let him strut about the shipyard. This time his past catches up to him. I'm still alive. Clearly don't know much about executives. The kind of power comes with certain benefits. Fang rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass roofed. Through the ceiling you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. This is crazy, I agree. Fang turns to look at you. Don't come then. I won't force you to stand across from each other into the corridor. What is it then, sleeper? You coming or not? Look, this guy's supposedly the only guy who can actually remove my tracker. He's probably lying and using me, but I think we're desperate enough that we just have to, you know, go with him. Um, I feel like coming is a really bad idea. Ah. So, I mean, if he doesn't kill him, whatever, I'm coming. Feng grins, let's go, show the shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors led through the complex, snatches of the construction base, always appearing through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skeletal and posing. Fang seems to know exactly where he is going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock locked at one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding clink to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Fang spot them at the same time. A group walking slowly across a gantry in front. Two men, one gesturing towards the ship, the other stick thin, cleanly dressed with a shock of grey hair, Harden. You and Fang say his name in unison, and Fang sets off up the staircase of the gantry with you following behind. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the foreman gesturing to the work being done to relieve the dock, and Harden nodding along. Harden Hurst, Fang shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in rippling echo. The figures turn. Yes, Harden asks quizzically. Raising an eyebrow, he glances between you and Fang, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why Sleeper might be on this place. Might be in this place. You're a traitor, Harden, a Solholm executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Her voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of, against everything Erlin stood for, everything Havage stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group as if everyone was sealed up in place by the rattle of construction. Harden laughs. Well, good to meet you too. He glances around the room. Around at those around him. Some are smiling, others nervous. Are you from the systems branch, or are you not? Asks Harden, inspecting Fang's clothing. Fang turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Fang and Harden. Hassan drumming at his sides. Harden leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. I'll just shut the fuck up. Fang holds up a stick of memory. You guessed it right. You guessed right. I am systems, and I have the records that link you directly to Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So once again, I'm asking you, take this man into the custody at the shipyard. The foreman remains still. His voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at a member meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide, unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow and tries to turn my own man against me. You hear it now, the echoing sounds of boots and walks coming from angles at once. Then settling behind you, please, says Harden. Submit the data for the correct channels, then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. Just behind you, the security detail, their hands boxy black sidearms at their side. Fang spits, Harden, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one. Security officer draws their weapon and levels it. Fang turns and stares him down. Why would I go for the weapon? Calm Fang. Look at Fang, he shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Fang, and he pushes for security, heading back down the walkway. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Fang picks up the pace. You try to keep up as he slips to the shadow of an entrance. Fang is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pockets and he takes it out. On the slate of web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, mutters Fang. What's going on? Harden is doing what any snaky shithead always does, calling his friends. We're tracking his outgoing messages. Fang's grin looks ghostly in the up light of his screen. The old ways are the best. Spook them good enough and they'll give the game away. He jabs at the slate, and you see the web is being drawn over a map on the ring lines, bouncing from point to point. All these dots, these are Harden's body. These are Harden's body. Harden's buddies. My God, Harden's buddies, the ones he's messaging right now, and we are going to find them all. You tricked me. Not exactly. You did good. Not exactly did good. Fang glances around and slips the slate back. We better split for now, sleeper, but it's exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on your shoulder, Fang drifts away back to the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go unsure whether to be angry or impressed. But buddy, is he gonna remove my fucking tracker or no? Fang is gone? Oh fuck. Could that have reduced my standing here? No. Okay, we got a 1, 1, and a 3, and a 3. Great. How much is this upgrade? 2. Okay. Is there anything I can do to upgrade right now? Free Neo Van is gonna cost a pretty penny. Get Sabine out. Pay Ethan's tab. Study the Winter Light. Hey, I got some shitty rolls. I can probably study the Winter Light, huh? Why not? I could roll it. Honestly, these rolls are so ass. I could just roll them. Oh my god! Never mind. What a godly. Let's put a 5 here. Boom! Massive. What is the new thing we found? Raz import export. Buy shipmine core. Past claims the shipmine was salvaged from a Solheim executive yacht, which is why it costs so much. Sell shipmine. Export Matsutake. I see. Let's do this, bro. Ascent car. Oh, what? We can do the central hub. What is this? Spacers socializing. Access manifests. Weightless wander. Up here, there's no gravity, so even just moving around takes a while to get used to, let alone navigating the maze. I'll help you get your head around this place. Why not? Okay, let's go down for now. I'm thinking of what else we can do, because we're gonna need money soon, okay? And what's a good way to make money? Maybe selling. This also pays. Fuck. Dragos isn't paying. That's the thing. Now let's do this. Negative outcome. Alright. Now I'll just roll this, because the negative does yard clearance. So there's no more reason to input this. Let's grab some food. Damn, dude, we're running low on money. Should we complete the Ord exchange? Because we have Intuit Plus. We're gonna make 19 money. That's it? Fuck, bro. That's not great. Okay. Let's go sleep. Three, 2, 2, 4. Let's go spend the 4 somewhere. Damn, I gotta. How much is the bill gonna be, bro? Yeah, I feel like we're about to get scammed, my bro chachos. Should I try stealing some shit? Let's do this with a 5, not a not a shitty amount. Okay. I say we try to do the winter light. We have these. Fuck. If I get lucky, this is like done like fast, but fuck. A lot of stuff to juggle at once. Oh, they're gone. Oh, these guys are back. Oh, nice, very nice. Oh, actually massive even. Two scrap components that we can sell here. So for 1 dice, we get 24 monies. It's not bad. And let's do it again. That's the last time we can do this. Because after that, they're on to us. Yep, we can't do that anymore. Nice, we made some sizable money. Alright, huge. Now, I'm saying, is this stuff when we go up risky or not? I don't remember. It is risky. One is interface though, so this is... Yeah, I wish I had some higher rolls, like maybe a 4, so this becomes a 5. Yeah. Let's wait for that. Alright, let's go figure out what's up with the fucking winter light. Dragos. Positive, positive, positive. Nice. Positive again, maybe? Nope, just normal, and... I should have like speedrun this. Yard clearance, alright. Well, we're almost done with this. Alright, let's end the day. His tab is gonna be ready soon. Oh, wait, we got some scrap as well. Let me go sell that. Alright, got some decent chump change. Hopefully that's enough to cover his bill, so he leaves us alone. But I don't think he's gonna leave us alone, bro. Oh my god, look at these rolls. Oh. Oh, we are in business today, bro. Five here is just like perfect. Amazing. Did that unlock anything? Bliss ship mechanic. Gimbal lounge. Buy a spacer meal. Sells itself on its spinning sphere, which has produced therapeutic gravitational effects. It doesn't buy this. It doesn't, but they sell food. 18. Does that give 4 perhaps? Still, that's the most cost efficient there is. Bliss. Ship mechanic on the hub. Bliss. No way more teased. You take those substandard filters back to the shitless. You take those substandard filters back to the shitheels who sold you them. Hear the voice echoing out of the bay as you pass, and moments later someone who you assume is Mortiz drifts out with it, dragging a pallet of filters. Dragging a pallet of filter cartridges by a tether. Hey, you out there. The same voice echoes. My god. Hey, you out there. Says. Where am I reading says, bro? Boonga. Yeah, my cat isn't with me. I'm too loud. Hey, you there. The same voice echoes out of the entrance. Looking for work? Yeah, why not? I just need a hand get in here. The voice is coming from someone shorter than you expected. She is floating in the microgravity of the docking bay, besides a half-deconstructed life support unit that looks like it might have exploded at some point. She points a wrench in your direction. You know anything about these things? She doesn't wait for an answer. Scratch that, just help me with the casing. Help her out? Alright then. She deftly moves around the unit, making the space for you besides the central seam of the dented case. Just take a grip right here and lift out and up. Then I can get in and unbolt it. She wags the unit with the wrench. Whole thing is twisted to shit. You dig your fingers under the casing and lift it away. The metal squealing from the force. She puts her hands under, spinning the wrench to slip out the bolts, catching them in her other hand while they spiral free. All good. The casing lifts off, revealing the ornate piping of the unit's interior. My god. I think I'll go try to do the vocal warm-ups again, bro. She whistles out the mess of ducts and filters. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss. She pats on the shoulder, offering little in the way of explanation. Is this your bay? It is for now, yeah. Whether I like it or not. She looks at you like that should mean something. Bliss starts pushing and pulling at the ductwork, looking for fractured pipes. We haggle for contracts, but the good ones get snapped up quickly by the bigger bays. So here I am trying to get this M2 unit running again for one of the freelance tugs. Small time stuff. Hold this. She rips out her ribbed pipe and hands it to you like a freshly caught fish. We turn around fast and neat, and maybe we get a chance at landing something bigger. Something starts hissing in the unit, and Bliss quiets it down with a precise whack. But to be honest with you, the way things are going, I can already see the other crews licking their lips, ready to take this place over. She looks up at you. I'm almost out of luck. What happened? Long story, some people just can't keep promises. She keeps working, twisting aside pipes with care. There we are. Bliss pulls her hand from deep inside the unit, and out it comes, clutching a lumpen cube, scorched black. This thing must have been overloaded and popped half of itself on the side, out to the side. What? Have overloaded and popped half of itself out the side? Okay. You both duck down to the side of the unit and spot the exit wound. Its edges fringed with more scorch marks. Grab me a replacement converter from the racks, will you? Head to the rack. You kick off from the unit and drive over the wall racks, where a catalog of parts sit, secured in clamps. Colored tape and scrawled notes flutter across the wall, a complex organizational system of Bliss's own design. Just a big mess. You try to pick out the right part. M2 converter. You grab the part and push back the unit. Bliss holds out an arm and you pass it over, the converter spinning gently as it leaves your hand. Perfect, you passed. She strains up from the unit. That's it if you want to work here. Bliss rubs her hands clean, looking down at her palms. Truth is, I need a hand here. My partner skipped out on me and left me with a whole mess. You seem like you might at least be better at spotting a clean air filter than Moritz. I'll consider it. Wait, she frowns at the rug. That's not all of it. My old business partner, they rinse the place, empty the accounts to bid for jobs. We need to put down deposits, bring in parts, pay tug fees. For what? She looks nervous. Rest we need chits. So you want me to pay the work? Come on, it's not like that. Would be partners straight split. Bliss settles herself against the unit and looks off into this. I guess I look pretty stupid here. I'm asking a random passerby to be my business partner. No offense. It is pretty weird. She gives you a sideways look. Don't tease me. Bliss goes back to working on the unit. Look, it's no pressure. You find the money or you find someone who has. You just forget the whole thing. Up to you. She gestures for you to help her refit the casing, and you both slide it back into place. I think I'm good to wrap this one up for now, but if you're into it, come back and we can bid on a new contract. Something to get our teeth into, something that pays. She gives you a serious look. You can trust me, I don't say this stuff lightly. You kick away from the bay, propelling yourself back to the handholds at the entrance. You slip out with a wave, and as you do, someone slips back in. You hear bliss as you glide down the passage of Moritz. I swear to God, if those filters aren't clean, you smile. Seems like this could be interesting. 100 money, bro? How much am I gonna make back? Okay, they sell food. I think I'll buy it. See how much it gives. If it gives 4, massive. If it gives 3, fuck you. 3? Fuck you. Hopefully it's positive when we finish this. Neutral. Fuck. Okay, whatever. Let's not waste the 6s here then. What should I do? I feel like if I do this, I'm gonna get like touched, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna steal again. But maybe it's like a quest line, so who knows? 6. Is there anything that's dangerous that I can do? I mean, this is gonna finish itself with this once I get lower rolls. I guess let's do this. But this is 12 cryo. There's no like critical actions or anything. This gives 15. There's no real reason to do this. Wait, how do I lose? Oh yeah, I paid for food, right? I was like, how did I lose the money, bro? Give me my money. Risky. I only need a 5 here to make money, so. Oh, fuck it. Nope, this is low roll. Let's go to. Let's work on this guy, I guess. It's a safe. Like, there's no reason to waste the fucking big boy on that. Yeah, I'm kind of like. I mean, I could do this, but I feel like I'll be fucked. I'll get my shit curved in. Am I missing something? Oh, she needs 3 Yatagan data. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I guess let's do this. Get some money as well and progress this clock. That's all I can think to do. Even though it does seem like a waste to waste 6s on this, but there's nothing really else that seems like worth the time here, considering what I'm doing. All right, let's see what the bill. Let's see what the damage is with the bill. Alright, where the fuck is this guy? 58. Ethan says you have 2 cycles to pay the tab. He calls it being fair-minded. Alright, sure. That is a fair individual right there. Another 6 and a 5? Okay. No real reason to not put like a 5 here. Boom. This is done. Kisho capsule. The only place to sleep on the hub hacked off of a colony ship and bolted into the rain. They're surprisingly expensive to rent. Why would I rent a capsule? Maybe it gives me. Maybe it like slows down the HP thing. Ah. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. So, let's put a 3 in here. Actually, let's put a 2 in here. Let's put a 3 in here. Wait, what? I can't input this anymore? Huh? Why not? Squeeze into the office at the entrance to the yard. You lay out everything you have on the winter light across the metal desk. Your makeshift forensic notes glow on Dragos' old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawled annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colors, a heat map of damage and decay. A crumpled printout from the office's ship registry lies beside them, synthetic paper so thin it is almost transparent. Look at the monitor. A reactor failure. This is the verdict that anyone will have... My bad. This is the verdict that anyone will have returned after a cursory glance at these stacked heat maps of remains of the winter light. Was this game originally in English? Because this is such a weird sentence. Of the remains of the winter light. Maybe from the remains of the winter light. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in sections, blotches of color marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose radiating from the ship's fraction drive. A simple story: a catastrophic failure of the drive core leading to fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose of the reactor, you are looking at a smaller, paler mark, one that might be easy to miss at the first glance. It is a thumbprint sized and delicately placed over the control surface for the ship. It is thumbprint sized and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. Oh. It suggests a controlled, shaped explosion, one designed to push. My god. One designed to punch. Can this guy read? One designed to punch through the hole and allow access to the airlock from the outside. You're looking at it because it is troubling you. Troubling you. Your attempts at reconstruction of the winter light before its fatal accident consist of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. This was no off-the-shelf model. It was heavily modified, parts replaced with inventive configurations, and new retrofitted into the old. Handmade joints and reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy, a lifetime project kept running with care and intuition. It also contains a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first where the hole had been thickened. The corners rounded to disguise the change, but they are there. Look at the printout. A plain list shows the registration history of the winter light. The gaps between the entries tantalizingly opaque. Its first registration was a couple of thousand cycles ago at this very station locked at the central hub. From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to where am I reading 1,000? For up to 100 cycles. The winter light got little rest. An old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained, a reactor failure preceded by a carefully concealed external entry, a suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the winter light, and this was its story. But that's not the full story, because there's something else. It's a little more than a list, a tiny chunk of data you were able to pull from the ship's systems. The main systems were fried, of course, but the winter light had a separate system, one tucked away in one of its hidden compartments, armored airwalled. This list, the only recoverable piece from the whole system, is a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments, some of it, my bad, my cat went in front of my screen. Some of it you recognize, some of it you don't. Shipmind, ROMs, shimmer, cryo chain codes, and then the final entry, passenger, sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal and try to not think about what it was like arriving here in the cold for so long, half frozen in the fried container. Had the sleeper been smarter or luckier? Had they convinced the Winterlight, a smuggler ship, if you ever saw one, to extract them from Assen Arp? Boonga, hey! Luckier, you laughed. There had been no remains found in any Winterlight compartments you had checked. They weren't so lucky, you guessed, not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. This was all you find in the compartment. A parting gift from SNR. Well, it won't go to waste. Put it in your pocket. Hey, meds, that's 100 monies. The thought still bothers you though. 2 ships carrying sleepers coming into the same yard. 2, one after the other. That feels wrong. Yeah, what the fuck? Is there something deeper going on? You flick back and forth between data sets on the terminal thinking, and you see that thumbprint again that marks someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winterlight with precision and speed, and then they were done. Left the reactor to clean up the rest. The thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly the office door creaks open. Dragos stands at the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you have assembled. What is all this? He snatches the slate from the desk faster than you realize he could. You're running an investigation here? What am I paying you for? The drone on his... You didn't pay me, bro. The drone on his shoulder starts whining shrilly, his anger passing to it through the implants. Are you hiding something? Hiding something? I'm hiding you, goddammit. And what are you doing for me? Digging around in my business? He starts shaking his head. You have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way. He turns away, muttering himself. This is the last thing I need. The ship had a sleeper in it. Dragos freezes, suddenly angry. What did you say? He pushes past you to look at the terminal on the list. She said, so what? Aren't you all trying to escape? You're lucky it was you that made it out alive, not them. He folds his arm indignantly. Dragos seems to steady himself and then turn back to you. The heat map of the reactor failure reflected in his headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to stay, I've given you work, he stumbles over his words. I'm sure would say there's plenty others who would have sold you on, turned you in, but not me, no. He quiets the drone. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens his unblue and clears his throat. But this obsession you have with the ship isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. I can't have you taking up whatever it is you're after, he says. You can't work here anymore. What about the Winterlight? Reaches over and switches the monitor off. Forget about the damn shit. We have enough to keep you up. Dragos reaches across you and flicks it off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, kind of calms falls on you, on both of you. Whatever this was, it is done. You have made it out sleeper. That means you have to move on. What if they come for me? Then you run. You don't come here. You don't scream. You don't shout. You run. In the dark, Dragos headset glints, and you wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then he would understand. You get up from the desk and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them into a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door for you, his headset as expressionless as always. You can stay in that container, I won't take that from you. Don't come back, his tone is final, definite, an edge of disappointment. You walk out of the office and then out of the yard, not stopping to look back. You leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing that this, at least, guarantees you a little more time. And as you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the Winterlight, and whether or not that person will come for you. Yes. And we get icebreaker. Bomba! Now we got a 6. That bill isn't too bad, and if we get lucky here, we can get ship mine cores for like no money. We do need 3, so the odds of us getting 3 are pretty fucking low, but you know what? I'm a gambling man, what can I say? Plus we got this for free, so you know, I'm feeling... I mean, look at this. Some scrap. 2, baby. Oh no, only 1. Those are all scrap components. Fuck. Oh well, we tried. Still 1. I think we still made money from that, because usually buying this is like 60. And we only paid like... basically 40 for it, so hey, that's a good deal still. Okay. Now we got a 6 we can use somewhere. I'll pay my money next cycle. For now. 6. Yeah, there's no skill checks here. Is there? No. I just pay money. That's all this is. This space is literally just pay money now. Midline Fright Hub. Oh wait, if he's got. Oh wait, he's gone next cycle. Oh, now I'm worried because was I supposed to like? Uh-oh. I might have overlooked something, and that something is this. What's going on? How do you find out? This is a red clock, so something bad happens when it's over, but that's next cycle. I only have a 6. I don't know. What am I supposed to find? Wait. I mean, I've legit unlocked everything here, and I don't have the money to go there, no? No. I don't. So, fuck, bro. Hopefully he's not dead. Oh, this is just like, oh, he's gonna pull up after, maybe. I mean, the last person, Dragos, had the red thing around him, and now he fired me, so. Also, who buys Havenge data? Because I have it. Probably Yatagan, but I don't have access to him. Fuck. Yeah, I have a 6. It's not very useful, but okay, I guess let's. Actually, let's make this is how much 12 money plus the interface. That's 17 money. Okay, let's do this. I guess. Almost done with that. Should I pay him? Okay, let's go to the next cycle. Hopefully, Fang isn't just dead. That would be pretty bad. Now it's hardened. Okay, I see. So be like, well, Sleeper, are you looking for Fang? Gotta pay this guy, bro. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle the place is packed and loads of spacers mixing with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins the glass, but they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. Walk away. If he gets to his feet, the glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? Run out of drinks and we're having Sleeper? Come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun dangling from his chest holder. What's wrong with you? Flag started. The people around him turn to see what's happening. You think this is on me? I think someone in your position might have a better idea of how this all works. I'm a freelancer, Sleeper, just like you. We've signed a contract with SNR, didn't we? Difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap something little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, you're dead. You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride, play human for a cycle or two. You don't understand. It's you, Sleeper, that doesn't understand. Some of us pay our debts, but it's all the harder because of idiots like you. Though I should thank you if it nods his head heavy for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching you sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar to Ethan to shut up. He holds up finger in that general direction without turning around. Should I just say shoot me? I'll just stay silent. Nothing to add. Looks better towards the bar. Good lesson learned. Ethan sits heavily back on his stool and searches through the glass for one with something left in it. Being a sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. This body of yours isn't yours, and it will always betray you no matter what. He finds the glass down. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So please go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. You turn on your heel and you are out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into the metal of the rim like hammers. Can we just fucking kill him? No. Know what I'm saying? Can we just fucking end him? Kill him even. This is 3 points. Chance to gain energy after any engage action. I don't know about that, Chief. Okay, what does this guy want? Harden. It's been a few cycles since Fang confronted Harden, and the silence since has been noticeable. In your time with Fang, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. Okay. But if he won't come to you, you think as you approach the Haven Gate building that it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker and you're getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them open and light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. A figure in the Haven security fatigues steps out of the bay and gets closer, carrying a stack of hardware. I should definitely walk away, but let's approach. As you get closer, you see the security officer tapping up the machines from Fang's stash with what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again, Harden is there, leaning beside the bay entrance so calmly that you barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hands and inventory of seizures crawled across it. Predictable further evidence of Fang's collusions. You see another security officer come out the bay and take notice of you. Should I just fucking run? I feel like literally every single time there was the option to run, it was just bait. Harden pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. Confession won't be necessary. He gestures around at the stacks of hardware, spying on fellow Havage members, hoarding Solheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? Nothing to add. He looks up at the glass roof above, and then starts beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. It's that mentality. This place was hard fought for, sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not blind conviction of self-interest. You're a self-interested one. More accusations. What have you achieved, sleeper? Your entire existence proved that of your self-interest, signing yourself over to be emulated rather than work yourself. Whether you remember it or not, you suffer from the same short-sighted perspective as the person you were copied from. Wait, are sleepers? Wait. Are sleepers like... Wait, is that like... Oh, okay, let me make a sleeper of myself and make him work so it's like your own slave, but it's your... If that is so, that's like even more fucked up. Holy shit. You see, sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre Erlin and the first unit founded this place, and Havinch has welded his values into the station's very walls. We will never turn away the hardworking, the just, the true citizens of the Yeah, bro, this guy's full of bullshit. Havinch aren't a gang like Yatagan. We aren't pirates like half the spacers you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like those Hifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye, sleeper. This is our station. He meets your eye. So please take your false accusation somewhere else before I decide I need that confession. After all, like, why antagonize him? There's no need. Just be silent, and then you'll do your work in the shadows. Have any pride, you'll give up Fang. The moment he contacts you, you know where to find me. With that, Harden turns his back and walks back towards the security officers, ordering them to continue the clear out. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the service stacks, a crumpled hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum. A penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card is scrawled onto it a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tambor." Take it. You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching, then turn away just as another stack of service is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Fang? And where the hell is Tambor? Fang, you little idiot. Anyways, let's get some Yatagan stuff. Oh man, I think, look, there was a Heaven Gate node here, and now it's gone, so I really think if I like hacked it before, stuff would have been different maybe. Fuck, fuck. 1 Turi. Here, take my Turi, bro. Extract data. Now we got 2, bro. Beautiful. 1 Turi again. Here, take my 3. Now we got 4 Yatagan Schmoingies. Now we go deliver them to here. Excellent. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yatagan data uploaded, the air crackles with white noise. Sleepers, Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine. A sour release comes through the layers of noise. The call must have been coming in from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if Yatagan are monitoring me. Their voices hushed distant. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing in from Yatagan agents, there's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, air rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants, and I didn't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under a level of noise, like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine reemerges. Has to be somehow baked into the wetware's interface, and that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol that's being broadcast. Wait, why? Every Yatagan officer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancement, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves and the forces' bodies on their performance. Why? I can't tell. But I can promise you, these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. The background tone switches dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yatagan could have a mutiny on their hands. You lean towards the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to pull this all together, but this might be information I need to pursue Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick, he is one of the heads of Yatagan. They pause. It is better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered panic. I have to come back in 4 cycles, then the sharp crack of disconnected signs fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrops and plants set below hard eyes. What could they be gathering? And more importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yatagan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back of the out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. Shit. How much do they want? How much do they give you for Yatagan data? 10? That's it? You stingy fucks, bro. Let's hope it's a positive. No. I knew I was gonna roll a 1. I just knew it, bro. Nice. That's done. Shipyard. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gather outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on the receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you're either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with a supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel the glow of a job well done. Yet you can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their number to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey sleeper, wait up! Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd. As you turn to see him pushing through, Mia crying in his arm. Lem. I love how one of the options just keep walking. Good to see you, friend. He is breathing hard after shouldering through the waiting workers. You made the work team, good for you. He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Shh, baby, give me a second here. He smiles weakly at you as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side, shiny streaks down both her cheeks. As he does, you see he is clutching an assignment number on a crumpled piece of paper. You waiting on a shift? You know how it is. He puts his hand on her shoulder and clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know what a noise sounds from the entrance. A klaxon followed by a list of numbers growing brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling, and people try to evade the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back towards the crowd. Then glances down at the crumpled paper. That's my number. Shit, Ermina. He starts panting. Pocket gear and glancing. I'll go, I'll watch her. He blinks. Thank you, Al. He crouches down to Mina. You're going to stay with our friend here, okay? Yeah, I sleep in the fucking container ship, bro. Like, I sleep in a container, bro. Like, yeah, you're cooked, man. They're going to keep you safe. He stands back up here. Take her bag. He shoves it into your hands. She's good. She's got food. Have to go. He backs away to the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. Then Lem disappears right into the rolling crowd who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you with a dark-eyed look, and you can't quite read. Let's move. She holds the stair moving. The two parallel tears. Oh my god. She holds the stair unmoving. The two parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheeks. You okay, Mina? She sniffs and looks down. Look in the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from a scrap of components. A battered slate sits on top like a low battery warning, and tucked beside it a rag. Let's take the slate, bro. It's like an iPad. You take out the slate and press the power stud. She lights up, going blue. Mina stares at you as you look something that might help. Games, bro. Try a few symbols, but all you can find is some kind of ornate ship salvage interface game. First Mina gives you, it seems like that slabs. Let's make some drawing. You press a pencil icon and a pale screen pops up. Blank apart from a color picker, Mina reaches over and grabs the slate, sighing at you. Daddy's friend made this. She runs a finger along the slate, leaving a blue streak behind it. Look, she says besides and starts to draw. You sit to look over her shoulder as she doodles. Start drawing. She says nothing as you poke on the screen, dubbing color on the white background. Draw a cat. Mina watches intently. Fuzzy, she smells. I like your friend. She pokes her arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, she thinks. Me too. Mina has more questions. A lot of questions. Questions about how you breathe, if you rust. But before long, you're talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the eye heating up pipes. You pass a time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you, just as you both are starting to yawn. He is already tired, but Mina leaps up his legs into his arms, and he stumbles backwards. You two get okay? Get on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing onto his shoulders. We managed. More than okay. Mina shoots you a smile from Lem's arm, her suspicion gone. Well, looks like Mina can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals in delight. Thank you, friend, I mean it. He gives you a warm, white smile. I owe you. Look, he glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in the low end. He grins sheepishly. If you have the time. But now I have to take this one to eat. He plays at biting Mina and she giggles in response. You see Slipper, he waves as they stumble down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spacers as Mina laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. What's this? Holy shit. Is this the end game? Your job as a junior tech has qualified you to work at the team handling the final tech fitting of the side rail horizon bridge. A vast job. The vast colony ship is becoming together block by block. Each cycle you see another piece. Please. Holy, that's how many cycles? Like 20? Damn, bro. Have food. How much is it to cross the gap? 100? Fuck. Okay. Well, shit. Where is that? You said the low end. I don't see their flat. Is that it? Oh, there it is. Babysit Mina. I take it out. Unless Lem gets time in the shipyard, he won't qualify for the crew lottery. Watching Mina gives him a chance. So if you go... Okay. I see. Win a side reel ticket. Several crew get entered into a drop on ships. That's complete the side reel horizon. Holy crap. That's like the end game goal, bruh. Disable your tracker, help Fang chase his leads. Is there anything, like, is there even like an indicator anywhere? Maybe in here? I guess let's end the cycle here and maybe end the recording because I'm starting to get tired. Oh, what's going on? Oh, just nothing. Okay. Wow, what a shitty roll. That's fine. What's this? Havage off. Oh yeah, they give 10 for this, bro. Horrid rates. They think I'm stupid. They think I'm stupid. We gotta eat. Then we gotta... Oh, we don't have money for Founder's Gap. So I think now is money making time. Well, I guess let's leave that for the next episode. See you around, guys. Thanks for joining me on the Citizen Sleep adventure. Hopefully my dyslexia isn't too AIDS for you guys, but hey, that's why I'm making these videos. It's so I can enunciate myself better in English and also read out loud better. Thanks for joining me, guys.